Let us open the recently downloaded bulkcalculate.xlsb file from the Trusted Macros folder. For more details, refer to earlier video on how to download. Link in description. Once opened, you will find a new ribbon menu named Bulk Calculate. The commands in the ribbon menu is grouped based on their functionality. In this video, we focus on the map data group. The first step with Bulk Calculate is to select a calculation template file. A calculation template could be any of your Excel file that requires specific input cells to perform calculation and produces a fixed number of output cells. I'm using a simple template file to check the strength of a simply supported structural beam under a distributed load. However, Bulk Calculate works just as well with more complex Excel files that have multiple sheets. This template, flexural strength, takes as input, length, structural steel profile, material property, design load intensity. Based on the input, it performs calculations to provide the final output of beam's utilization check ratio, and if the beam can safely carry the design load or not. The second step is to map the input and output variables from the template file selected in step 1 to their corresponding cell addresses. To map a variable, we need its name, the sheet where it is located, its cell reference, whether it is an input or output. Mapping is easy with the Map Data Wizard. It simplifies the process into a few point-and-click steps. When you click Map Data Wizard, it automatically opens the pre-selected template file and prompts you to select the cell containing the variable's value for mapping. When you click on the cell that holds the data, say length, it automatically converts to the cell address. On clicking OK, the wizard will now ask you to pick the cell that labels the data. After selecting the label cell, click OK to see the Map Data Wizard automatically pre-filled with a sheet name, cell address, and data label. You just need to choose whether the data is an input or output by selecting the appropriate radio button. Press Save and New to save the current data mapping and start mapping a new variable. You can easily repeat the steps for other variables. The Mapping Wizard ensures there are no duplicate or conflicting mappings. Once you're familiar with the process, you'll be able to complete the entire mapping quickly and error-free. The Map Data Wizard automatically saves your mappings to your template file, so if you select the same template again, you can directly import the previous mappings without needing to redo them. While mapping output variables, make sure to select the Output Radio button under Type of Mapped Cell. You can manually override any pre-filled information in the Map Data Wizard if needed. Once you've finished mapping all the variables, click Save to complete Step 2. You can view the details of the mapped variables by visiting the Mapper sheet of Bulk Calculate. The final step of the data mapping process is generating a blank summary table. Click on Generate Summary Table under the Map Data group in the Bulk Calculate ribbon menu to create a blank summary table in the Summary sheet. The columns of the Summary table are simply the transposed version of the mapped variables. Get ready to experience just how quickly and efficiently you can now work with your data using Bulk Calculate.